Today's going to be a very interesting one because remember what we are talking about. All right, go there. Try sharing, Kenny. Share. Yeah, share. Okay, cool. Well, before we kick off, the debt's gone. Okay. Well, before we get off, let's touch base. How was this last week? And what was your win for the week?
For me, I was just looking back at what we were to do last week, and I was just sort of swamped with work this week, so I haven't had time to sort of look at my working on my business attention, and it's been sleeves rolled up. I think the holiday week, the holiday month is now
Catching up.
brought everything, and now I'm being swamped with a whole lot of stuff now. But it's been a busy week, so from a win perspective, happily getting on with doing work and not twiddling my thumbs. Um, and I went to a conference yesterday as well, all about building information modeling, which was good. Did a bit of networking, which is not my stuff, but
Mhm.
got a couple of business cards and yeah, maybe ran some meetups with one of the guys I met there yesterday. So yeah, from a business perspective, doing the business thing. Yesterday was a good win, but for the earlier part of the week, just getting on with it.
And how many of your skills that you've learned over the last few months did you use yesterday?
Well, definitely, I'm coming out of my shell. I, I do still struggle. I mean, the audio in the conference, I felt like I was sitting in an echo chamber, so
Mm.
I struggled to follow the presentations, and the PA system was, yeah, it's all connected. So um, my hearing is terrible. So I really struggle with that. And that's, you know, besides that, I try to rise above it and just get on with it. So I think with, having more confidence, uh, listening to people, not necessarily trying to throw my spiel on them, rather, you know, absorb and listen and participate and listen to people and what they do. Um, yeah, I think the last 6 months of coaching and a year and a half of coaching, I'm feeling a lot better standing on my own and doing things there.
Brilliant. Awesome. Teresa, I know you shared a little bit about your story yesterday. Um,
Yeah, so yeah, we had a few customers that, I mean, trying to pull out and stuff. So, and it's hard for me maybe to just sometimes just tell them, listen, yeah, you're not getting your deposit back once it's been paid. I mean, it's not every day's money lying around.
yeah.
But yeah, I had the confidence, picked up the phone, phoned them, and rather than sending an email like I used to,
Mm.
I took the challenge from last week and said, okay, I'll use this one for it. Yeah, so yeah, they took it quite well, and we brainstormed and said, okay, maybe we'll see some spas or something and get some assistance for the boy. Yeah, and then had quite a conversation with a bank as well, who is leading me by the nose for the last month. So I think my confidence is getting there, trying.
Good. Awesome. All done. Odette, can you hear us now?
I can.
Brilliant. Awesome. Okay. So we were just catching up. What was your win for the week and how was the week in general?
Yeah, my win was I've connected with, I've collaborated with someone else, and they've kindly let me use their systems, which clears so much. So I'm just gradually going through everything, which is a relief for me.
Awesome. Brilliant. Okay. So Susan says she's trying to get in. Her system's very slow this morning. So the moment she comes in, I'll just let her in. And we'll continue. So we're going to continue with marketing without the mask. Because consistency beats complexity. Okay, so just doing the things over and over and over again. So what happens when you try to show up everywhere at once? That's often a mistake that we make. And Teresa, this was kind of where you were a couple of weeks ago. You were trying to be everywhere. Okay. Adette, I think you've learned the lesson over time. And Jim, yeah, you've already decided where you're going to show up. But it's good to still go through this to learn about where we show up and how we show up. Because this is something that easily happens. We burn ourselves out in marketing. We burn ourselves out we spend all the time in the world in marketing, we forget to actually sell. We become inconsistent. Okay? We blast out, disappear for weeks, then we blast out and disappear for weeks. Or we get so tired, we don't know what to say anymore. And that's often, why should I bother marketing? I actually don't know what to say. I've told everybody everything already. And then what often happens with that is you go and start creating whole new stuff just because you want to market something. Be careful of that. And that would lead to confused messaging. Diluted your voice on too many platforms. So, most people don't need more content. They need clearness, clarity, consistency, be more focused, and work in a rhythm that is sustainable. So, posting everywhere randomly, scattered energy, no clear audience, long traction, high effort, constantly trying to reinvent yourself. Why not? One channel with intention. Focus your energy to that channel. That develops a deeper audience connection. They start feeling like they know you. Remember, the traction builds over time. It's not instant. As much as people believe that marketing instant rewards, it doesn't. Not when you're genuinely doing something. It's not sales. Repeatable and a sustainable system, rhythm. Almost said system, rhythm. Yeah, well, you do build a system to it. Okay, it is a rhythm. So, I mean, Jim, even if you just do one post a month, it is a rhythm. Okay, people will start knowing. Here comes Jim Bard. He's going to write something incredible or intelligent. Okay, not putting pressure on you to do that. Once a month, people will start noticing. They start looking for it. Okay, Odette. As much as I'd love you to go back to the videos, I know it's a challenge. Okay, people looked for your video every day. Okay, Teresa, go and focus on what am I going to say, how often am I going to say it, and where am I going to say it. Okay, so why we avoid choosing one channel, and this is an important part, okay, is we're often scared that if we put too much into one channel and we're going to neglect the others, okay, then you're going to feel, but I'm not doing it there. And you get that feeling in your heart that your whole breath is going to stop. Okay, be careful of that. So, FEMO, fear of missing out. What if my audience is somewhere else? We start comparing ourselves to what others are doing. and then you want to do it too. Shiny object syndrome. I know I get caught by that often. Okay. New platform, new art opportunity. We start thinking, man, everybody else is going to be on there. I should be there. Distrust and inconsistency. What if I stay consistent and nothing happens? So, morning, Susan. All right. So, which one of these shows up the most for you?
Yeah.
Who would like to start?
Well, I'll start because I'm probably the lowest level of engagement in this kind of thing, because none of them really are an issue for me. I mean, I'm not worried about missing out and being on whatever platform. I appreciate the idea of sticking to one platform and focusing on that and speaking the language that that platform inherently attracts. And I don't think if you've got all these platforms, certain things don't come across the same way on the other platforms. So I agree with staying consistent to one single channel. Yeah, the distrust in consistency if nothing happens. That may be, you've got to change. If you're going along and nothing's happening, then you've got to try and work out why you're not getting results. So you might think, well, I might think I'm on the wrong platform. But at this stage, obviously I don't use these platforms anywhere near the level I should be. So I don't have a problem with any of them, but they all make sense to me.
Okay. Thanks, Jim. Teresa?
So I had actually a conversation about this in the week with my team manager. Well, and he said I told him, well, maybe we must look at all the other spaces and stuff. And he said to me, well, because I think my biggest fear is we have to grow with the children, with the players. And last year they were on Facebook. Now they're not even using Facebook anymore. So now it's Instagram, and I don't know what's next. So I think my one is mostly the comparison trap, because I want to be where they are so that we can get out there. And he said just to me, relax. We are working on Instagram. That's where most of our people are seeing us. So I think I'm also with there where I'm fear of missing out and comparison trap.
The trick here for you is you've got two audiences. You've got the kids who you'll buy the emotion in with. Okay. And then you've got the parents who would be more logical about it, more fact driven.
Yeah.
And maybe a channel you should not go and switch over to, but keep an eye on would be YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then it's videos and stuff.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want to see videos. They don't read posts. They want to see visually. Adette.
Oh gosh. Over the years, when I just did stick to one, it worked. And then, things change, life changes, life happens, clarity changes, and then it's a mishmash of all of that. I do believe and trust that I will be a lot more focused on, because I'm clearer on what I'm doing or what my message will be. And not only the message, but behind the scenes follow-up things that happen, because that was the the bugbear.
Thanks for that. Susan, good morning.
Hi. I only stick to one platform. I generally am following the advice of my ChatGPT tool, but I won't lie, I do fear that I'm missing out by not going on the other platforms.
Okay, cool. Think about it. Let's move on. So, your core channel, the one platform where you intentionally build visibility, trust, conversation, and consistency. One primary focus. Place your energy here. It's less pressure. Stop managing 5 platforms at once. Clear message where your voice becomes recognizable. And remember, your voice is not necessarily what comes out your mouth. Your voice is you, your appearance, the message you're putting out every time. Easier execution. Consistency becomes realistic because you're only focusing on one main thing. Now, that doesn't mean you abandon all the others. Susan, this is your answer, okay? You may just go and post an update, whatever, something on the other channel, or just take the image you're using on, let's say you've got an image on LinkedIn that you've used. Just go and post it with your contact detail as a link on the other channels and leave it, okay? Jim, you might, as an example, you might write an article. You can share the link to that article on the other platforms, which will drive them to your main platform. Okay. So but it's your choice, and you can choose what you want to be, where you want to be. Okay. Because where are your clients going to be? Where are the people you're trying to talk to? Get your message across to. That's what's important. So choose based on what's true for you. I want you to stop here, take out a piece of paper and write down. Okay. Here's the question 1. I think it's 4 questions. Okay. 1. Where do your people already spend time? When we refer to your people, we're referring to the people you're trying to get their attention on. What platform feels natural to you? Jim, you can't say none. Okay.
No, LinkedIn is the one that feels the obvious one.
Yeah.
What annoys me, and I think I get frustrated with the noise, if that's the best way to describe it, because I find people who post on LinkedIn are constantly bragging about what they've achieved and what they've done and the world radical ideas that are just beyond the day-to-day getting on with it. So I get frustrated with, am I trying to compete with these, thought leaders in the industries? Or am I just trying to put out something that speaks my language to the people in their language so that they can see what I'm doing? And am I just being monotonous and boring to those potential people compared to these groundbreaking, spectacular posts that I'm reading all the time on LinkedIn? So that's my problem with LinkedIn. But to me, LinkedIn is the best platform for the type of work I do.
Don't fall into that trap. Okay. It's fine. Don't fall into that trap. And you can block some of that noise out in your settings, by the way. Okay. You can go and say, I'm not interested in this, or I'm not interested in that. And then it will start coming up in the feed.
Yeah, I think those algorithms probably also then overdo it. Next thing I'm not getting
You'll
some
get,
of the stuff that I probably should be seeing.
there's that fantastic thing of just swipe. Okay. All right. Cool. Next one. What format suits your strengths? And when we talk format, we talk writing, articles, blogs. We're talking videos, blogs. Okay, for those who don't know what a vlog is a video version of a blog. Cartoon images, any of those things, or just straightforward posts, whether they're just a picture with the text, or whether they're carousels, or whether, I don't know, I can't keep up with all the latest stuff. Okay, but what format suits your strength? There's a lot there, but forget the noise. What suits you? What can you realistically maintain weekly? That's the important part. What can you really do that you can be out there every week? And the last one. Where have you already seen traction? Okay, we're not going to go through them. It's for you, but you'll understand now why. Okay. So here's a platform guide with the various different platforms. And yes, it's not all of them, but these are the main ones. Okay. Some of them you may realize, some of them you'll go, oh, I didn't realize that was a platform for me to use. So the first one for professional authority and relationships is the LinkedIn. Okay. But also, like Jim just mentioned, be careful of the bragging about nothing. Okay. Personal brand and visual connection, Instagram. Okay. Facebook. It's designed for community and conversation, by the way. TikTok. Reach and fast visibility. It's the fastest swiping you can ever come across. YouTube. Long form trust building. I'm continuously getting people asking me if they love my YouTube channel, can they refresh it for me? I should be getting so much more views, but that's not my intention for my YouTube channel. My intention for my YouTube channel is to keep unlisted private videos for you guys. Yeah. Email. Deep relationship building. There's various different ways of doing email marketing and email communication. WhatsApp. High trust for close-knit nurturing. Create a community. Get people to sign up to your community. But it does take work and consistency. So let's look at the audit on what makes your core channel. Answer those questions honestly. Okay. Number one, which platform drains you? You notice what feels heavy or forced. Jim, you can't say all.
Well, I've tried to do some stuff on Facebook, and before I know it, I've lost 3-4 hours fiddling around trying to do things, and nothing comes out the way I expect it to come out. So that drains me terribly.
Okay. Number two, which platform feels easiest, where you show up most naturally? Where's the one that works for you naturally? You just kind of get it. Three, where do people already engage with you? Four, what aligns with your energy this season? So in other words, match your platform to your capacity. For example, TikTok was doing really great for me, but it took a lot of time and energy to do the videos every week. So I kind of abandoned it. Do something random every now and again. Doesn't matter. It's not my call. The last one. Which one platform will you focus on for the next month? Write it down and commit to it. You know the answer. Don't have to think hard about it. Okay. Start on the bottom of my screen. Susan, which one platform? You're on mute. You're muted still. Don't scream at us. We can't see you. Ask to unmute. You should get a message on your screen. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm going to stick to LinkedIn and WhatsApp. That's what I'm currently using.
And we said, which one? One.
Sure.
LinkedIn. Cool. Odette?
Facebook is the one I've always used. So
Cool. Teresa?
Yeah, I think most of our posts go on Insta, but I try and prefer WhatsApp, so I'm going to use WhatsApp.
Pick one for the next month. Just one.
WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do LinkedIn.
Yeah. Cool. We're all on the same path here. Let me just get this drawing thing off my screen. Okay. So stop chasing daily rhythm, perfection. You want something simple and easy to consistently post. So don't go and create these wow, massive, big things all the time and try and do that every day. Forget it. Okay? Find something that works, that fits in with you. Okay? Jim, you might go and do one brief post a month. That becomes your consistency. Or you might say, I've got time to do it every week. Or you might go and say, right, I'm going to write 4 and schedule them to post one each week. Okay? Teresa, if you're going to go with WhatsApp, your WhatsApp status needs to be updated every day. You need to create a WhatsApp channel. You need to post into that channel every single day. WhatsApp is a lot of work. Okay, just a warning. Okay. Odette, I think I don't need to explain this one for you. I think you've gone through this more than enough. Okay. Susan, if you're going to go with the LinkedIn, go with it. Be consistent. You can support it in the background with WhatsApp, whatever you want to do there. But for now, focus on the one main one. Okay. 2 posts a week. If you can, do 1 video.
On LinkedIn.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Get people to start watching. You want to see videos on LinkedIn? Go look at mine.
I tried that and I found I got more interaction from just writing something with a picture than I did from a video, which took me a really long time.
So if you force a video, nobody will watch the video. People want to see you make mistakes. They want to see that you're human.
Oh, you mean a video of me?
Yes, of you.
Is she stretching me again?
Yes. Okay. What? You're on camera now. What's the difference?
Okay.
Challenge for you. Let's do 1 video. Let's get the first one up. For example, okay, remember, these are just examples. These are not, you're going to decide what you're doing. Do an email every Friday. Check in with people.
Okay.
Do 3 stories a week. Okay. I'm not big on stories. Post this to your story and whatever, but apparently people go through stories. So you just post whatever you posted 100 times over, same thing, just create a story. I don't know. Stay visible, stay personal. Okay. Stories don't mean you have to go sit there and write up something, Susan. Okay. On the top of Facebook, yeah,
No.
there's a thing called stories where people swipe across the top instead of going up and down. Okay. But create a rhythm that works for you and you can contain it. That's what's important here. Because consistency is key. The more they see you, the more they get to know you, the more they will remember you. The more chance when they need you, they will reach out. That's ultimately what we're doing. We want you to be top of mind when people need you or need what you offer. Here's a simple rhythm as an example. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, weekend. 3 touch points. Lead with a value. On a Wednesday, you build a human connection. On Friday, open the door to next steps. That's an example, but you sit and you do it every week the same way. So, for example, if we do it on a Monday, you teach them something educational. Okay? On the Wednesday, you post something where there's a connection between you and them, or potential connection. Then on the Friday, you invite them to connect with you. So teach them, let them know you're human, and invite them in. Does that make sense? Instead of going out, here's a special, here's a special, here's a special. Okay, it's a rhythm. It's a rhythm. That's what's important. And yes, not everybody will reach out now. Why? They want to build trust. They want to build emotional connection with you and to feel safe before they connect. How many times on social media have you seen something that, let's say a product, and then there's a little link that says buy now? And you click the link and you go into this website and you look around and then you go, nah, and you go out. Okay, happens a lot. Why? Trust. Product's interesting.
And then Facebook comes back every hour with that same ad on your. So it
Correct.
keeps on reminding you.
Yeah. Because that is somebody's paid for it. So Facebook's got to keep going back there. Okay. But there's a trust issue. You don't trust that brand. Who the hell are they? Okay. Or is this somebody imitating another company? Okay. Because when you went in there, it didn't feel like the same company. Okay. It's a trust issue. So keep it simple. One message repeated well is powerful. How trust is built. Bless you, Joe. It's how trust is built. Should I say it again? It's how trust is built. Repetition. You don't need a new idea every week. You know, I always talk about the point of the arrow. Marketing is the point of the arrow. When you shoot an arrow at a dot at the board, the arrow board, we call it dot board, target board. Okay. The better it is hit and the more accurate is his shot, the deeper that arrow point will go into the board. When an arrow point goes into a board, okay, now I know why this pencil thing is on here. So let's do this. Okay. So the point of an arrow. No, it's ugly. The point of an arrow. Okay. The deeper it hits the board, can you guys see this? Eh?
Yes.
The deeper it hits the board, change this. The more the target area is covered. So if that's what you're discussing right at the point, and that is your perfect client, okay, you're also attracting all these type of people with it who would relate to what you're talking about. Then if you go even deeper, let's say you go to there, you're now attracting all of that. But it's still that one point of discussion that you're talking about. So the more effective this is, the deeper it will go. The problem is we try and market, okay, with a very simple, there's my audience, and we want to hit it with a hammer. Okay, doesn't work. Okay. Clarity grows through consistency. Be consistent. You want people to see you, recognize you, and trust you. Saying trust again. Two reasons people buy. What are they? Susan, we spoke about this the other day.
Need?
Yep.
No. They've got a pain point.
No.
No. Okay. Trust? I don't want to guess.
Emotional and logic. Two reasons.
Okay.
They have an emotional connection or they have a logical need. Emotion wins 80% of the time. People purchase more making an emotional connection than they do a logical connection. So it's about trust. Trust is an emotion. How many times have you emotionally purchased something and then your logic kicks in afterwards and you go like, do I really need to buy that? Okay. Emotion wins hands down. So why are we trying to sell logic? Tell emotion. Why is there a thing called fashion? It's emotional. It's the latest thing. Everybody gets emotionally because they want it. If we bought everything logical, we'd all still be wearing black pants, or in a white shirt. Women would still be wearing the dookies on their heads. Okay. Do you get where I'm going? It's fashion that changes. It's the emotions. Everybody wants the latest thing. It's a natural human thing. We're always trying to have the best. Okay. So, what message do you want to become known for? Adele, I think you could probably answer this the best. What message will you want to become known for?
Yeah, aging strong.
Simple. Jim, what message do you want to be known for?
Getting the job done.
Susan, what message do you want to be known for?
Something around cash flow. Cash flow, the release, for a lack of a better word.
Okay, Teresa?
Advancing the sports culture.
So, who answered emotionally and who answered logically?
Logic. Yeah, got to find the heartfelt strings.
Find the emotion in.
Yeah.
You said such building solutions or building problems. That it can be emotional. You need to just change the words.
Yeah, I'm seeing it as making people pleased or making people proud of their outfit, their setup. That's what I need to look at, yeah.
ChatGPT can help you with a ton of empathy.
Yeah.
Or
Bring some empathy.
Gemini.
That's the right word. Bring some empathy out to your post. Okay. Make people go, oh, yes. Okay. That's what it's about. So, 3 pillars. Okay. This will simplify it. 1, teach them insight, lessons, practical advice, expertise. Share a story, your own personal experience, a client moment, a journey. Okay. Some of your previous work, some of your previous solutions. Invite them. Call to action. Because there are so many posts out there doing so many things, but nobody's actually saying, hey, I'm here, use me, buy me, talk to me. Or it's tiny. Call me at, and nobody can read it. Three pillars. Use that. One, teach them. Two, create the emotion. Okay. Three, invite them in. You want that as a screenshot. Okay. You can see you're all trying to draw that thing. I'll send it now. My WhatsApp business thing needs to be verified again. Okay. Paste. No. Screenshot again. Desktop. I'll send it now. Okay. All right. So take your mask off and let's go market. You don't need to be louder than everybody else. You no need to copy the influencers, those people that make the big wah, rah, wah, okay? Don't need to be like that. Don't need to copy them. They've got their own audience. That's not your, if you're uncomfortable with it, then your audience will be uncomfortable with it. Visibility is not performance. Be real. Be yourself. Speak from your own heart. Okay? Share your own experiences. Authentic consistency creates trust. Trust. Show up as you. That is more than enough. You want people to like you and what you do. The way you do it, how you do it. Show them that. You don't want them to speak. There's nothing worse than meeting somebody and big surprise is not who I thought it was. What do you need to align to make yourself more visibly look like? What would aligned visibility look like? What would it look like? Who would like to share?
I'll answer it first then. You throw these final questions that are really challenging. You're really got to think about them. So it's not easy just to come out of the top of my head and say, okay, what it'll look like. But what I'm seeing is perhaps for me, a monthly or maybe a monthly comment or post about something that strikes me as important, and then maybe during the course of the week, maybe forwarding some other, if I find common similar items coming up by other people, share them once a week, one of somebody's stuff once a week. So that means I don't have to put any time, effort, or input into it. I just, this might align with what I might have written in a monthly comment. And to see how it works. And that perhaps then will start framing a mindset or an alignment of what common interested people would be saying. But again, I start finding that that might not be the market I'm looking for. It might be the colleagues or the other people that are doing what I do get involved. So then, start, I think, watering down who these people that can now choose the common interests or people that are doing what I do and misdirect potential clients. I don't know.
Are you going back to the emotion every time and you're starting to realize that it's the emotion that you're missing?
Okay.
Because when you're saying comment and share, you're commenting, which creates an emotion. Even though the comment may be logic. Okay? But you're making people go, what did Jim say? I'm curious. It's an emotion.
Okay.
That's what I always say. Get people to comment on your posts because it generates an emotion of interest.
And I mean, the thing is to try and find the client to respond as opposed to the colleagues or the industry partners.
Yeah. 100%. Okay, Teresa.
Well, I think my alignment will be just to repost what our manager, well, our marketing person is posting, because I don't have access on that Facebook or side of ours. He has the access. We've generated like that, so he's doing all that. So I think I'll just keep on reposting and sharing to my WhatsApp and
Make you a member of that group.
on the Insta.
Yeah. So that you can comment when you see stuff as business.
Yeah.
Because who's best to comment? You are. You know the business. He must make you so that you can go in and you can comment as Pirate Sports. You can go and ask your friends to follow you. Okay. Odette?
What would line visibility look like for me? Natural. It's a natural flow.
That's it. Okay. That's what you want. Must be natural. Beautiful. Susan?
I'm doing now is pretty much authentic. Honestly, I don't talk about credit from just a credit point of view. I discuss it where my passion is and how it affects industry, how it affects business, et cetera, et cetera.
Emotion. Nice.
Yeah, I find now I'm understanding why some of my posts get freaking thousands of views and some of them just get a couple of hundred. Because the ones with thousands of views touch the emotions. But I've got the same problem as Jim has. I don't really get, mind you, anybody could be my customers. Business is my customers. So, but I found that from reading like posts from colleagues, I've made connections with other coaches and with other uh, people that do what I do, and I'm actually learning from them. I'm learning quite a bit from them.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
And sometimes I get ideas from them on what to post when I disagree with them. So I can't disagree with them there, but I can make a different post to sort of talk about it.
Which you not copying, but you influencing from being
A
influenced.
different perspective, yes.
That's exactly where I would like to understand. So you make another post and now your colleagues are seeing your point of view. Are your potential customers and clients seeing all of that as well? That's the challenge I'm seeing in LinkedIn.
If you're making a personal, emotional contact with them, you will see them. But remember, Jim, what you do is a long-term process. Okay.
Yeah.
What Teresa does is a once a year, twice a year connection, and will be busier at certain peaks. What Odette does is a continuous thing. What Susan does for now is, here I am, come and see me, talk to me, because she's just started. Okay. But it will become more of a consistency every week. So remember the type of client that you're going to buy or buys from you is different amongst all of you. So your response, you may get somebody who reads it. So your viewing, how many views of your post is important, not comments. Okay. So if you start getting more traction on more views, you'll start seeing that you are, because somebody could see your post today and only next year, December, contact you.
Decide something about it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Because you may spark an idea for them. Then they start playing with that idea. Then they'll come back and look for you again.
I'm not sure if this actually works, but if your competitors or your colleagues like your post, then it goes through to all their customers too, or
Only
their
if they
people.
comment. Only if they comment or share it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. That's why they say like and share, like and share. It's one of the first sentences my granddaughter could say. Please like and share. Actually used the voice for a while. Okay. So what keeps us stuck? Sorry, we're running out of time here. I'm going to go too quickly. Constantly changing strategy will keep you stuck. Posting without intention is a waste of time. Comparing to others, you've just been talking about it. Be careful. You get off track. Creating without clarity of what it is you're creating and why. Trying to master every platform. And then waiting for confidence first. Not quite ready. Can't do the video. Okay. Oh yeah, I know that feeling. It took me 2 years to do videos. 3 years, 5 years. I can't remember. Momentum creates confidence, not the other way around. The more you do it, the more confident you get. You won't get confident by going, I'm not confident yet. 30-day challenge. Pick one channel. One simple rhythm. How often can you realistically show up? Go back to the 3 pillars. Teach, story, invite. One visible goal. E.g., 2 posts a week, 1 email every Friday, 1 video per week. That's an example. Not saying that's what you have to do. Okay. Screenshot, paste it in my desktop, and I'll send it down now. Okay. Reflect. Okay. What platform have you chosen? What are you letting go of? Let something go. Just let it go. Don't need to delete it, just let it go. What rhythm feels realistic for you? What fear comes up around consistency? What are you scared of? Face it. What would happen if you just simplified? Screenshots there. Okay. So this week's action, choose one primary platform, define your rhythm, create within the 3 pillar content, publish 1 intentional piece. Start today, not this week, today. Today's Friday. You've got time today. Track engagement and energy. Notice what works and how it feels. Okay. Screenshot, capture. Okay. Final thought. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to be clear, consistent, and trusted somewhere. One channel, one rhythm, one message, repeat with intention. Quick takeaway from today.
I've got to do something about it. I've got to put time aside and do something about it. Let's see if I get that going.
Just build a rhythm, Jim. That's all.
Yeah, I like the rhythm thought. I never realized or never thought of it like that. It, tell a story and follow it through. That definitely does put something there. I think that's the takeaway, that I've always tried to just punt a statement,
Love.
statement after statement, and thinking something's going to happen because I said, I can do this or I can do that. But now putting something that creates some kind of a story to it or some kind of a routine to it is, yeah, great.
Awesome. Teresa?
Thanks.
Yeah, I think I've left the marketing, digital marketing to someone else. So maybe I must just start following up and see if I can get access to it.
Odette?
It's better when you are clear about what needs to be done.
100%. Susan?
I've just been teaching. I need to start sharing personal things and offers.
Beautiful. Awesome. That's it for the week. Thank you all. I will send the email and the video link, etc., etc. Have a fantastic weekend. See you next week.
You
Everyone.
too.
Bye.
Ciao.